Ooh, middle schoolers, thinking you could never be cooler. See what this year's got for you, we're about to blow your mind. Ooh, 7th graders, wishing you could sleep a bit later. From the first day you'll find your way, but not walking in a line. BMS is so awesome, BMS is so great.
Hello and welcome to BMS Student News. I'm Ben.
I'm Paige. And I'm Caitlin.
And I'm Zach.
Today we will bring you live to the amazing reenactment of the presidential debate, shown by Elise Atzbaugh and Matthew Cooper.
Hello, I'm Matthew Cooper here at the presidential debate with Republican Donald Trump and Democrat Hillary Clinton. Now let's get started. Mr. Trump, everybody has at least one weakness. What's yours?
My weakness is being too exceptional of a president. Now, for every other country in the world, they think I'm huge. But the difference is, in America, I must be more huge than the other candidates, and I think I've done that.
Interesting. Miss Clinton, I've heard that you're a strong supporter for equal rights and women's rights. So how do you feel like you can move that forward when you're president?
Women's rights are at the very center of my agenda. I believe that women not having enough rights is not only women's problem, but the whole country's problem. It's hurting us, and as a country who believes in freedom, we should make sure everyone has that freedom that they deserve.
Thank you. Mr. Trump, how do you feel about increasing the security between the borders of America and Mexico?
I am all for the security border increase along the Mexican border. Now, first of all, it's not just a police or guard presence. I want to build a wall, specifically a huge wall.
A wall?
Yes.
Can you explain?
A wall. It will be funded by the Mexicans, who will not be allowed to come in because of the wall that is so huge. But then they will pay for it.
Okay. Ms. Clinton, how do you feel like you can improve our educational system?
My plan is to give students affordable second choices. I want to make sure that they get the education they deserve, even if they can't afford it.
Interesting. So now this debate is starting to come to an end. I have a question for both of you. Why do you think you should be elected president?
I believe in rights for everyone, and I believe I can truly make this country better for everyone, education-wise and freedom-wise.
Mr. Trump.
Well, I have had hundreds of successful businesses, and we will not talk about the ones who went bankrupt, but the ones that didn't, they're huge. And if we keep them huge, the world will go huge with it.
Thank you. This is Matthew Cooper, and thank you for both of you being a part of this.
Thank you.
Thank you for that interesting reenactment.
Hey guys, guess what? I got a joke. What is it, Ben? What is Michelle Obama's favorite vegetable?
I don't know, what is it?
Broccoli? Get it? Huh? No? Oh.
Anyways, back to Megan Gerard interviewing some students about the DC trip.
Hi, I'm Megan Gerard. The 8th graders recently took a trip to Washington, D.C., so we decided to see how they felt about it. I'm here with Leanne Eichhorn. Hi, Leanne.
Hi, Megan.
So, what was one of your favorite parts of D.C.?
One of my favorite parts was Mount Vernon because it was cool to see where George Washington lived and what he did throughout his life.
Would you go back to D.C.?
I would definitely go back to D.C. because while we were there at the school, we didn't have a lot of time to explore and discover the stops and the tours that we went through, and I'd like to go back and see them again.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now I'm here with Jay Davidson. Hi, Jay.
Hi, Megan. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for asking.
What was your favorite part of D.C.?
My favorite part of going to D.C. was probably the White House because, Obama lives there and he's pretty cool.
Yeah. Would you go back to D.C.?
Yeah, I would.
Why would you go back?
Because Obama.
Now I'm here with Jack McFerrin. Hi, Jack.
Hi, Meg.
What was your favorite part of D.C.?
My favorite part of D.C. was probably the Natural History Museum because you could see all the different types of animals you'd see nowhere else.
Would you go back to D.C.?
I would. It was a very unique experience, and I didn't think I'd see the stuff I saw there again.
Man, DC sure was fun. Yeah, I agree with Jay. The White House was definitely my favorite too.
Even while you guys were away, Ben and I had fun playing dodgeball.
We now have a story led by Brooklyn Macon as she interviews Miss Meister about being new to the teaching staff this year.
Hello, I'm Brooklyn Lakeman interviewing Miss Meister about new teachers. Hello, Miss Meister.
Hi, Brooklyn.
How has your school year been so far?
My school year has been great so far. This is my first year at Bunsold, like Brooklyn said, and I'm having a wonderful year. I love the team of teachers that I'm working with and my students, so it's been a great year.
Okay, what are some things you're looking forward to at Bunsold School?
I am looking forward to getting to know my students even better. It's been a good first quarter, but I'm looking forward to getting to know them. I'm looking forward to learning some of like the traditions maybe that Bunsold has. Like, you know, the first pep rally was really fun. Looking forward to learning some more things about Bunsold and Harrisburg.
Okay, where did you teach before you started working at Bunsold Middle School?
So this is actually my first year teaching. I student taught last year in Columbus City Schools, but this is my first year. So.
Cool. What are something, how long have you wanted to be a teacher?
I wanted to be a teacher since high school at least. Even when I was a little kid, I always used to like play school in my basement with my siblings. But and I wanted to be a doctor for a little while. Then I realized how much extra school I was going to be, and I kind of thought, you know, I really like working with students and kids, so I focused on teaching math and science.
Okay, what is your favorite thing about teaching?
My favorite thing about teaching is getting to work with students, and then it's a new day, you know, multiple times a day even. Like, just because I teach the same thing 3 times a day, it's always different because of the students, and every day is different, so I like the excitement of that.
Okay, and what is your least favorite thing about teaching?
My least favorite thing about teaching may just be right now the long hours at home grading and planning for the next day, but I know that comes with being a new teacher, learning things and, you know, trying to get ahead of your students and things like that, but I know that'll come, but I love it.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Miss Meister's one of many new teachers this year.
Who else is new?
Well, I guess you're gonna have to stay tuned to find out.
Lastly, we have Elise Asbaugh interviewing Mr. Beanie about this year's winter sports.
Hi, I'm Elise Axwell interviewing Mr. Beanie about the upcoming basketball season. Mr. Beanie, I was wondering why you became a basketball coach.
I played basketball in high school, and obviously I've enjoyed the sport, and I wanted to pass on the love of basketball that I have, coaching kids. So hopefully they enjoy basketball as well. So that's why I wanted to be a coach.
That's good. How does the tryouts work?
Tryouts are open to any 7th grader or 8th grader. I coached 7th grade, so we had a big turnout this year. Any child can participate. Tryouts, each kid gets about 2 days, 2 full days of tryouts. We have cuts. This year we had 3 rounds of cuts. We had such a big group. And once final cuts are made, I have my team. So this year we had A and B teams, which was nice. So we have to keep more kids than usual the past few years.
Speaking of those teams, what do you think your ideal morals would be for your teams?
Sports teaches you a lot of things. Hard work. What I'm looking for are good kids, ultimately. Of course, I want them to progress in their skills with basketball. I want them to improve as basketball players. But I'm looking for good people, good students in the classroom, good behavior in and out of the classroom. Again, good teammates when we're on the court, good sportsmanship. So being a Monarch is very important to myself and Coach Cunningham, the 8th grade coach. So that's what I'm looking for in a student athlete.
Thank you. Thank you so much for doing the interview.
You're welcome. Thank you for interviewing me.
Thanks, Elise.
You know, we also have girls basketball, wrestling, and cheerleading for this year.
Make sure you come support all winter sports. See you next time on BMS News.